Is it time to buy or sell Apple stock? In this video, we're diving deep into Apple. Our initial report was published on our website on Thursday, the 22nd of May, 2025, and now we're here to provide you with an even more detailed analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analysis. You don't want to miss any crucial updates that could impact your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the power of AI and get a free price prediction and deep analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered as financial advice. Since the 20th of May, 2025, our system has identified Apple as a sell candidate, assigning it a score of -3.67. Now, let's examine the stock's performance during this time frame. The stock saw a decline of 2.66%. This amounts to an average daily loss of -0.89% since it was designated as a sell candidate. The stock is positioned at the upper part of a very wide and declining trend in the short term. This typically presents a favorable selling opportunity for short-term traders, as a reaction back towards the lower part of the trend can be anticipated. A breakout above the upper trend line at $204.71 will first indicate a slower rate of decline, but it may also signal the initial signs of a trend reversal. The current 3-month trend suggests a potential decrease of approximately 14.8% over the next 3 months, with a possible return ranging between -34.57% and -13.38%. Examining the longer term, our 12-month analysis indicates a projected change of 0.92%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could range from -13.44% to 30.29% over the next year. In current terms, this would place the future price somewhere between $174.30 and $262.36. Our latest daily update for Apple includes the headline, Apple stock upgraded to sell candidate. The Apple stock price experienced a decline of approximately 0.361% on the last trading day, which was Thursday, the 22nd of May, 2025. The price fell from $202.09 to $201.36. This marks a consecutive decline over 7 days. Throughout the last trading day, the stock fluctuated by 1.5%, reaching a low of $199.70 and a high of $202.70. While the price has decreased in 7 of the last 10 days, it has risen by 1.96% over the past 2 weeks. Notably, the trading volume also dropped on the last day, which is typically a positive indicator as volume should reflect stock movement. On that day, the trading volume decreased by 12 million shares, with a total of 47 million shares exchanged for approximately $9.38 billion. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest price of the stock reached $260.10, while the lowest was $169.21. Currently, the price stands at 22.58%, or $58.74, below the 52-week high of $260.10, which is also the all-time high for the stock. Apple Inc. is making significant strides in its product diversification strategy, with plans to launch smart glasses by the end of 2026. This move aligns with the company's efforts to enhance demand for its artificial intelligence devices, potentially driving investor interest and positively impacting the stock in the long term. Meanwhile, as anticipation builds for Apple's upcoming Worldwide Developers Conference keynote, analysts from Goldman Sachs maintain a bullish outlook, assigning a price target of $253. This positive sentiment could buoy stock prices, especially if new features related to Apple's large language models and the integration of Gemini are unveiled. However, concerns about Apple's business model are surfacing amid rising interest rates and a shifting consumer landscape. Analysts warn that the company faces significant risks, not only from competition, but also from a vulnerable consumer base. This could affect future margins and growth, reflecting negatively on the stock in the short term if consumers tighten their discretionary spending. On another front, The recent announcement from the cryptocurrency exchange Kraken to tokenize shares of major companies, including Apple, could broaden market access and liquidity, presenting a unique avenue for attracting new investors. Nonetheless, amid these developments, prominent financial analyst Jim Cramer has expressed worries about regulatory pressures and geopolitical challenges impacting Apple's revenue. Investors should remain cautious, as these factors could lead to volatility in the stock price in the near future. In summary, while Apple's innovations and market strategies provide a favorable long-term outlook, short-term headwinds tied to consumer sentiment and external pressures present a mixed picture for potential investors. Analyst ratings. On Monday, the 12th of May 2025, it was reported that Morgan Stanley assigned AAPL an overweight rating with a hold recommendation. On Monday, the 5th of May 2025, Citigroup reported a cautious rating for AAPL, also recommending a hold. On Friday, the 2nd of May 2025, Wedbush provided a neutral rating for AAPL, suggesting a downgrade. On the same day, Scotiabank also rated AAPL as perform, indicating a downgrade. Additionally, on that Friday, Piper Sandler gave AAPL a neutral rating, along with a recommendation for a downgrade. Analysts have assigned a general neutral rating to Apple stock. They classify the price-to-earnings ratio as a sell and the price-to-book ratio as a strong sell. When it comes to return on investment, the analysts have rated the stock as a strong buy. The following signals have been identified for Apple. Currently, there are few to no positive technical signals. The Apple stock is presenting sell signals from both short-term and long-term moving averages, suggesting a more negative outlook for the stock. During upward corrections, there will be some resistance at the levels of $207.73 and $201.82. A breakout above either of these levels will generate buy signals. A sell signal was triggered from a pivot top point on Thursday, the 1st of May, 2025, and since then, the stock has experienced a decline of 5.61%. Further declines are expected until a new bottom pivot is established. Additionally, there is a sell signal coming from the 3-month Moving Average Convergence Divergence, or MACD. Volume decreased alongside the price during the last trading day, which lowers the overall risk as volume typically follows price movements. Here are some other signals you might find interesting. Moving Average Convergence Divergence, sell signal. Pivots, sell signal 16 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal 33 days ago. Short-term moving average, sell signal 5 days ago. Long-term moving average, sell signal 3 days ago. The relation between the short and the long moving averages, buy signal 7 days ago. If we look at the 12-month chart, we see short moving average, sell signal 3 days ago. The long-term moving average, buy signal 55 days ago. The relation between the short and the long moving averages, buy signal 50 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us if you want to find more signals. Support, risk, and stop loss for Apple. Apple finds support from accumulated volume at $198 and $8,500. This level may present a buying opportunity as an upward reaction is anticipated when the support is tested. This stock typically exhibits average daily movements, and with solid trading volume, the associated risk is categorized as medium. Over the last day, the stock fluctuated by $3 between its high and low, or 1.5%. For the past week, the stock has experienced daily average volatility of 2.04%. Before we dive into the possible good trading levels for Apple, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, the price-to-earnings ratio, or PE ratio. This crucial ratio measures a company's current share price relative to its per-share earnings. This is a relatively normal PE ratio, often seen in businesses with long track records or predictable revenues. In other news, the next earnings report for the second quarter of 2025 is expected on the 7th of August, 2025. Analysts' consensus estimates are at $1.42. Keep an eye on these numbers, as they can greatly impact stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for Apple. In case of an upward trend, the first resistance level for Apple is at $202.52. If you do not own any shares, you may want to wait for this level to be breached before entering a position. For those already holding the stock, this could be an opportunity to consider for swing trading. On the downside, Apple encounters its first support level at $198.85. If this support level holds, it could serve as a favorable entry point, anticipating a rebound. The combined average rating for Apple from multiple analyst sources is neutral. Now let's examine some recent insider trades. On the 12th day of May, 2025, Chris Kondo conducted an insider sale of 4,486 shares of common stock. On the 23rd day of April, 2025, Kevin Parrick conducted an insider sale of 4,570 shares of common stock. On the 15th day of April, 2025, Kevin Parrick conducted an insider sale of 5,111 shares of restricted stock units. On the same day, Kevin Parrick also conducted an insider sale of 5,817 shares of restricted stock units. On that day, Kevin Parrick made an insider purchase of 16,458 shares of common stock. Analyzing the 100 most recent insider trades, we find that the insider power is negative, with a ratio of negative 19.667. In total, insiders purchased 1,389,288 shares and sold 1,992,668 shares in the last 100 trades. We have a negative evaluation for this stock, and no stop loss has been established. Is Apple stock a good buy? Currently, Apple exhibits several negative indicators and is situated within a broad and declining trend, leading us to believe it will continue to perform poorly in the upcoming days or weeks. Consequently, we have revised our assessment of this stock, upgrading it from a strong sell to a sell candidate. After examining the volatility and movements from the previous trading day, our analysis identifies that the current price is inflated. For trading on Friday, the 23rd of May, we anticipate that Apple will open lower by approximately 10 cents and begin trading at $201.25. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money and that you should speak with a financial advisor before buying or selling any securities. You should not base your investment decision upon StockInvest.us. By using the information, you agree and are held liable for your own investment decisions. This is our current perspective on the stock. Do you agree or disagree? Please share your thoughts in the comments. What is your target for this stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a wonderful day. With warm regards from all of us here at Stock Invest.